Check 1, 2, 2. All right, guys, you are on to Escape Party to Radio Podcast. Our discussion today on this episode is going to be about single mother. And here with me is my co-host, Dylan Prim. You're welcome back to this show. So let's just get dive into this topic, which I believe, a lot of people will be talking about this on the social media. Probably we just want to get a little insight on this one, just to be sure that, okay, is this by chance or by circumstances? Just let's get into it. You being from the female, perspective, what do you see? What do you know about single mother?
What do I know about single mothers?
Yeah, can you?
I don't know a lot about single mothers.
I mean, can you give us some insight? What do single mother mean to you when we're talking about single mothers? When when people are talking about single mother, to you, what is single mother to you?
A single mother, single mom is someone, that has the responsibility to take care of a child or multiple children by themselves, without support from a partner.
Or partner, if we have to.
Because of so many reasons.
Should we say partner, or probably from husband, or maybe if they're not married, you may be right. Let's say partner.
Yeah,
or,
from their partner.
Yeah. Or from whoever is responsible for that child.
Yeah.
So the reason why I actually want to talk about this topic is because lately I've been seeing a lot of, guys trying to, which I'm not going to say they are 100% wrong. In some ways, they are right, but they can't generalize it because it's not like one yardstick for every female or every woman out there.
Mm-hmm.
That most single mothers is
single mother is by choice.
Is by choice, and I don't want to believe it's by choice, because some are single mother not by choice. Why some are single mother by choice? Why some are single mother probably by
circumstances?
No, by design.
By design.
Yeah, and we're going to get into that shortly. But according to what you just said, that a single mother is someone or a female, that is taking care of our child or children all by herself without the support of female. I mean, without the support of a male partner. That is what I believe single mother is. But now, I want to ask you, do you think we have different type of single mothers?
Yeah, of course there are different types of single mothers.
Let me hear your view on that.
There are different types of single mothers. There are moms that are single because maybe the husband died, the partner died.
Yes.
There are single moms maybe because, in America, partners can be in jail.
Yeah.
Or partner can say...
Yeah, that's you are saying almost what I have on my list here.
Partner can say, this is not... Or partner can refuse that child is their child and refuse to be a part of that person's life.
Yeah.
What else? And then, there are, in this modern age now, there are women that are in their 30s or whatever, their eggs are getting bad. So they're like, you know what?
They
I don't care.
Freeze it.
I'd rather, no, not even freeze. I'd rather have a child now. Mm-hmm. And they go shopping for sperm donors. And they say, they have the means, they have the money, whatever. Say, I can take care of this child by myself. That's one thing I've actually learned that they're doing in Nigeria now. Single mother by choice.
By choice.
By choice. Like, I don't need any man. I have money. I can take care of this baby myself. I have a job. I'm doing well. Go to sperm bank, get one. That's it. I mean, I'm saying it like it's easy, but, there are definitely processes and steps to it. What else? How else can a woman become a single mom?
I'll say that you actually nailed some of what I have on my list here. But we have single mothers. We have some the categories. Mm-hmm. Some is by choice. By choice meaning that they don't want to have a male partner, but they just want to have babies. Mm-hmm. Another by choice is, I don't want to go there now. By choice. Some are probably circumstances. Maybe they lost their husband and become widow. Now they are raising those kids by themselves. They'll be regarded as single mother.
Another one is maybe they got pregnant and the man is nowhere to be found. And then like that circumstance.
Become a single mother by design, which I would actually say is a little bit attached to choice. Because even if we're talking about Africa, this may not apply to African women because there's no support for them, even if they actually want to, probably by choice in this manner, when government design probably this kind of situation that, just like a movie I saw a show that this couple came to the hospital because of their son. So they are not qualified for the treatment free of charge. But for them to qualify, the lady, which is the wife, have to divorce. The doctor actually advised them that if you can divorce your husband now
and become a single mom,
then you will qualify. You get qualified for this treatment for your son.
Oh, I see.
So that is by design. So now we have some ladies or some mothers that will be like, okay, because of the benefits given to single moms, which this is not going to be applicable to African women.
But
in Western,
there's no benefit for you.
Yeah, but in Western country, they have benefits, which I believe that by design, some ladies choose that route so that they can get all those benefits. And I'm saying this just for people to understand that most or not all single mothers
fall into that category.
Fall into this category, but we have majority that fall into this category that they send their husband away just because they want to get that benefit.
What do you mean they send their husband away? How are they sending them away?
Okay, some just like, you know what, if I'm a single mother, I can get all this benefit, they get pregnant for you, they will not allow you to be the father of the baby. They look for one excuse or the other just to push you away so that they can become a single mother. We have people like that. Now we have some that are single mother, probably, we have widow, those that are circumstances, probably the husband is in jail. Some are abused and they become single mother. So that is another one. Some is by deed. What I mean by deed is that some female or ladies are promiscuous, so they be sleeping around. They get pregnant by not knowing who is responsible for that pregnancy. So by so doing, they become single mother. So some by probably I can put that in making a wrong decision. Probably, just because you fall in love with a guy and you understand very well that this guy, even though they know how to make babies with you, they don't know how to, take care of that baby with you. So by making wrong decisions, some lady becomes single mother. So I think those are the one I was able to remember.
Okay.
That, the category of single mothers, wrong deed, some by, when they love blindly, some probably through their attitude.
Rape.
Some by rape, yeah, they become single mother.
Yeah, that's another one.
So those are the one I can remember. Yeah. But now, can single mother be preventable? That's another thing I want to, can you prevent by not being a single mother? Is it preventable? So give me your insight if it is preventable. How can you prevent not being fall into this predicament of being a single mother?
I mean, we've already talked about what single mothers are. So from those choices that we've raised, there are ways that you can make sure you're not a single mother. I mean, so there are ones that you have no choice.
That you have no choice.
You have no power.
It's circumstances. It happens.
Right.
But now, you can prevent it.
Okay, you said...
If you are in control, if you still, there's some situation that you can foresee.
Yeah.
Sometimes what will be the end result.
You said there are women that send their husband away. I still don't understand how they send their husband away.
By their attitude, they can send their husband away.
If you want to prevent that from happening... If they have a bad
attitude, they can send their husband away.
Have a good attitude.
So, Another, okay, from my own perspective, how you can prevent being a single mother, if we have to take the unforeseen situation or
Out of it.
circumstances, we have to take it out of it. The first thing is that stop sleeping with different men. So that if you get pregnant, you are very 100% sure this is who get me pregnant. That's one way you can prevent being a single mother. Second way you can prevent being a single mother is that do not love while your eyes is closed. Love with your eyes open. Nothing like love is blind. Love don't get blind anymore. When you are in love, make sure your eyes is wide open. Know the kind of guy you were allowed to get you pregnant. Be sure he's going to be responsible. Don't just go out with a guy and thinking, I like him, maybe I can get him hooked or on the hook. If I get pregnant, that may be a lose-lose for you. So I'm going to say that do not do that so that you prevent raising that kids or the child all by yourself.
So the option doesn't even come to your mind.
There's a lot of ways you can prevent this from happening.
But the main thing that
Number
we
two,
always come back
another
to,
way I will advise women to not this happen is don't think the government have your interest
with the benefits.
Because if you're thinking about that benefit, all you are doing is limiting. You are kind of limited to whatever they are giving to you. Regardless of any benefit you are getting, it's political agenda.
There's a reason they put
It's
those
a
things
way
in place.
to control you.
There's a reason they put those. There's a reason they put those things in place.
There's a reason
Forget
they
about
put it
control.
in place.
There's a reason they put it in place in the first
There's
place.
a reason they put it in place.
But
I understand.
People
But
are always,
now,
people think they are smart.
Okay.
And now they are
Finish
now
it.
using that as an excuse to send men away. I don't know where they're sending them to,
Okay,
but to send them away just for the benefit. How much is the
let me-
benefits?
Let me say this, right? I think we talked about this before on this show that everything you see that we're using, the beginning is always with good intention.
Exactly.
But when you get to a point, some people, some powerful people, or whoever they are, thinks that, oh, this is a loophole. We can capitalize on this. Wait, let me finish. We can use this as a way of doing this so A and B, right? Fine. This benefit is put in place with good intention.
Genuine reasons.
For a genuine reason, right?
Okay.
Now we have these two sets of people. Those that are giving it out and the receiver, they get greedy. Whoever is taking get greedy, they now
is
sending
giving.
their husband away so that they can get qualified. Now, those who are giving it, which I will say the politicians, now they use this method like, okay, whoever is giving you, whoever is feeding you can control you. Now, when they are pushing this thing that, okay, if you are a single mother, you qualify for this. If I'm in the government and I support this idea, you still want to be getting that benefit. So your thinking, your support is going to be for me because you are getting benefit from my government. So most politicians are using this as a way of getting votes, and that's controlling.
Who's at fault for going into that route?
Nobody is at fault yet because the original plan is genuine.
Okay, the original plan is genuine. So if women are saying, all right, I'm sending you away so I can get money from the government, you are the one putting your foot in that.
Let me
Are
make
you not?
another analysis that with.
Are you not?
Let me make another example that we
I
actually
understand what you
discussing.
said. I understand what you said. But I'm just
Cosmetic
saying
surgery.
I'm just saying who's the one that's literally
The BBL.
putting them into that
The
cage.
BBL, the cosmetic surgery, the initial intention is good.
What's the initial intention of BBL?
The reason why we have cosmetic surgery is because when we have people in the
surgery umbrella.
we have people going to war, they get injured, they need to
Right.
replace their body parts. Those are the reasons.
And
But we have
cancer,
now,
and cancer.
we have people that are, nothing happened to them. They
putting
just want to do
themselves-
some enhancement under cosmetic surgery. So now you see all those surgeons preying on these people, making them feel like if you have this add-on, you look more beautiful, and it's all lie. So everything you see here is, the beginning, the foundation is with good intention until we have people that are greedy, capitalizing on it, using it just because it's bringing in cash.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying
Same thing is going on with this benefit. The intention is good until we have people that are greedy, looking at the benefits, but not looking at the side effects that it causes into the society, and here we find ourselves.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I agree with everything you're saying, but everything always boils down to, unfortunately, it always boils down to supply and demand. And we've talked about it here. We've talked about it here. Supply and demand. Nisuru, supply and demand. Okay. With the single women, we said single women, if you are sending your partner away to become single so that you have access to benefits, you are the one putting yourself in that cage. Now you put yourself in that cage, then the politicians are saying, you know what, maybe we can use this. But if you are not putting yourself in that cage, the politicians cannot say, okay, we can, make money off of this.
But you should know who they are targeting. The vulnerable ones.
What's the supply and demand here? Who's the supplier and who's the demander?
The government are the supplier. The demander are those that are less privileged. And when this happens, it happens everywhere. Even though in Africa, they are not giving them benefits, but they are getting 5,000 naira to vote. That's controlling. That's mental slavery. Compare a woman, a lady who feel like, let me keep bringing child so that I can get benefits, compared to a boss lady that will be like, I don't need government benefits. I can go out there and make my money. Those are not single mom. Those are the ones killing it. So you're limiting yourself, or you are limited to the pay. The check they go to give you at the end of the month or every 2 weeks. Compare it to if you go out there and
work for you. That's what I'm saying.
You make more money. You have dignity.
That's what I'm saying. How much money
are you getting?
Are they getting that is enough to say, you know what, I don't need a partner? And the thing is, if you have a partner, you are bringing $50, I'm bringing $50. Well, however how much.
Their mentality is not seeing it that way.
It's $100 what the government is giving you.
They don't have that wisdom.
The government is giving you $30, let's say, approximately $30.
It's not. No, these people, I've seen people getting $450, $500.
They might not have the cash. They might have the...
It's card.
They have the card. You have to use it to buy food. You have to buy... Yeah. But the cash, what's the cash value at the end of the day is what I'm saying.
I don't know. Because I've never...
That's what I'm saying. Like, so, how much are they giving? Maybe I should go and stop working.
There's nothing you can get from the government that can equate or enough.
Exactly.
And even if it's enough, let's now agree or assume that is enough. Probably, let's say, for example, you are making $1,000 per month.
Okay.
And government is giving you $950 per month, right?
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Let's say that. But you have the freedom
to work by yourself,
to vote whoever you want to vote for. But me getting benefits, I will always vote for those who is giving benefits.
Of course.
Either they are doing good or bad.
Of course.
So that is the liberty you don't have when you depend on government. It might control it. So people need to understand that. So let's move on from this. I want to ask you this. Can single mother, most people put this concept of stigma on them, like once you have a child, you are not marriage worthy anymore. I can't marry you anymore. Do you think there should they be stigmatized? Is that fair? Is it a crime to be a single mother? Probably by circumstances. I'm not now talking about those who did it intentionally or by choice. I think those who by circumstances they become single mother. Can they still date again?
So when in the court of law, they'll say, all right, in the court of law, they'll say you have the burden of proof or something. You have to prove that somebody did something bad to you and they deserve to go to jail. Yeah. So I think the burden of proof is on the man. You have to be the one to do your investigation to make sure, okay, what are the reasons why this woman is single, and does it make sense for you to continue with this lady?
And even if it's a single mother with maybe 2 or 3 kids.
Yeah,
Is it
by
from one
different
father?
men, by
Or-
different men.
If
Yeah.
it's different men, that's a red flag for me. That's a no-no.
But if it's different men by different circumstances, who knows? Maybe she was
No,
raped
no,
the
no, no,
first
no,
time.
no, no.
Needs to- what if she was raped the first time? Then the second one,
Another rape?
No,
No, tell me.
no. Maybe she was raped the first time.
Okay.
Maybe something crazy happened for the second time, and then the third time, wrong place, wrong. Who knows? The
For
burden
me-
of proof is
For
on
me,
the guy
For me,
to see what you
I
can
can
take.
take a single mother of 5 kids with one man, right? Than to take a single mother of 2 kids with 2 different men.
That's
You know
the
why?
burden of proof for you.
Yeah, because when I want to believe a mistake is when you do something for the very first time, you made a mistake.
Once bitten,
You're
twice
supposed
shy.
to learn from that mistake.
From that mistake.
But if that repeats itself, it's no more a mistake. You're being dumb.
Let me tell you, this is a Yoruba movie right here. What
It's
if?
what I call dumb.
No. What if there's a situation actually where a woman has 3 children by 3 different men out of her control?
How?
This is a Yoruba movie right
How?
here. That's what I said. Rape.
Let's say the first one is rape.
Okay. The first one is rape.
Yeah,
The
I can
second
understand
one-
that. The
sec-
second one,
the
you
second
marry
one,
a man that is
the
not...
man died.
Is die, okay. That's the circumstances.
And then the third one, what happened? Look at all the circumstantial cases.
What's the third one?
Look at the circumstantial
Okay,
cases
no,
that we
I don't
have.
want to guess. What's the third one?
I'm trying to think. What are the circumstantial cases we have? What's the third one that we have?
Maybe he loved blindly.
Maybe she loved
blind,
blindly, or maybe the
get
guy
a
went to
touch.
jail, or I don't know.
Okay. But for me, I'm just saying, if you have 5 kids with one man,
It's happening.
I can see how responsible you are on that level. But if you have 2, 3, multiple kids with different guys, I don't see, I mean, even though,
The burden of proof, like I said, is on the guy.
even if guys are just, they're the one doing you wrong, I want to see you like you're dumb to 4 victims
3 times.
that much,
5 times.
yes, that much of a time. So it means like, okay,
What's going on? Is you
what's
leaving?
going on with you?
But what if this?
I can
this
only
case,
allow your mistake to
what if
go
this
on
case?
once.
This case of this woman, you met this person, boss lady. She's holding, very, very hardworking. She's doing her thing. I don't want to say doesn't need a man, but she's, even with the circumstances that she's dealt with, she's still taking care of herself. She's she's a boss lady. Like, she's independent, whatever.
If you're independent and you don't want
But
to
then she
remarry, it's
but
okay.
she has all these cases.
But I don't want ladies or women to be thinking that they don't need men. It's a big lie.
That's not what I'm saying. I mean, I'm just saying
Because
with
most
the
of them
case
are saying,
that you said
we
now.
don't need men. It's a big lie. But if you are going to need a man, do not just do it out of, your vulnerability. Be sane enough to make sure your eyes is open, do your due diligence, and be sure that this guy is right. Okay? Don't open your leg that quickly. If it's going to stay, it's going to stay. If it's not going to stay, let him go. Most guys they're going to promise you heaven and earth just to get between your leg. So just be cautious of that. And don't take sex as something that should be fun, like something you can just be engaging on. Let's just have sex.
I was gonna
It's
say
sweet.
something before.
Sex is sweet. Sex should be sacred. It should be between you and someone you're going to, like someone, your man, your husband.
I was going to say
Not
something
just any random
before.
people, okay?
I was going to say, don't use Western,
Civilization.
Western movies, Western
to judge.
what they do on,
Yeah.
on the TV, what they do
And
on media.
these are
don't
the-
don't do that,
Yeah.
and then put yourself in trouble.
And
Because
thinking,
that's definitely going to put you in
because
trouble.
those are virtual words. They are not real words.
not
They are
real.
virtual.
Exactly.
So
You have to use your brain.
from my own perspective, I think there's nothing wrong in being a single mother if it's by circumstances, and there's nothing wrong if you want to date again. If you have
Just be
kids,
prayerful that
be
the next one will not
prayerful,
be-
be prayerful, because sometimes
Go
there's
back
a
to
situation.
God.
That's the point, because we think we have the ability on our own by not involving God.
Exactly.
And now that you are down there, you're now thinking of, okay, maybe this is beyond my ability. Let God be the foundation right from day one, so that God will shine the light on the path that you will, that you will tread. So let me put this way, that to me, as a single mother, there's nothing wrong if you want to date again. Probably you lost your husband. Fine. Guys shouldn't see you as,
It's not a disease.
you can't be relegated.
It's not a disease.
It's happened.
A lot of people
and you
kill
can
themselves because of.
So single
not
mother
the
can
end of
date
the
again.
world.
Single mother can be loved again. In fact, they have experience already. But I want to say about one thing: why men always, mostly in this Western world, why single guys kind of always
Run
shift
away.
away from single mother. It's because of probably you have this attachment with your child. And if I'm coming as your husband and the father is no more there anymore and I'm coming out as the stepdad, don't try to handicap me by not being able to correct the child, because this is causing a little conflict between the man and the woman. If this is what is going on as a father in the house, I should be able to correct that child. But now if you're coming that don't touch my child, now you are telling me it's not mine.
It's a tricky.
Which is not mine. But that's why you see most guys running away from single mother, because if it's my child, you will give me that full authority. But just because it's not mine,
It's a
and I'm
tricky
now
situation.
coming, you will never say it's not my child if I'm buying him or her something. If I'm taking him on her out, shower her or him with all these gifts, it's my child. But when it comes to correcting him or her, it's no more mine. You are coming in now as a mother, step in like, oh, please don't do this. If it's not abuse, you should let the man, because
It's a tricky
most of
situation.
the child, they need a father figure that can put them right.
I understand.
And
that.
for that reason, if you are not giving me that full autonomy, then most guys want to what? I don't want to deal with this.
It's a tricky situation.
Yeah. And some child are kind of rebellious a lot.
It's a tricky
And
situation.
guys don't want to deal with that kind of negative energy. Like if I'm going out with you, your daughter is going to be coming at me like,
Depending on the age.
now they want to shift away.
I think depending on the age.
Most
it's a
single
tricky
mother with
situation.
grown up or kids.
Grown up kids.
If they're grown up a little bit, it can be a
It's tricky.
challenging, patch to tread, because it will create some kind of energy.
Can I say something?
That there's going to be a lot of conflicts.
From the angle of the husband, I wouldn't even put my mouth. If it's something that has to do with discipline, I am not putting my mouth. I'll call my wife to the side. All right, how do you want to handle this? Do you want me to come in? Honestly, as a man,
I can understand
depending
that
on the
part,
age,
yeah.
I'm not going to be talking to her or him.
Unless it depends on the relationship
You have to
between me
come
and
together.
him or her. Also,
If you have to come together and be like, okay, how do you want to handle this? Do you want me to step in? How do you want us to handle this? You can't do. When the man is overstepping, that's when the woman will be like, oh
have
boy,
you get
no.
this response that, what now? You're my daddy?
Of course.
You're my daddy now?
He's not, you are not, that person can never be their dad.
But when I'm bringing all those gifts for you, you do take it like you are my son or you're my daughter.
They're kids.
But now when it comes...
What do you expect?
Then if it's going to be that you choose when to call me daddy, when not to call me daddy, then let's just separate. Let's just...
I won't see it like that.
I will see it like that. You are not a kid when you are getting this gift from me and you are happy calling me daddy. But now it comes to discipline. You are telling me, oh, you're my daddy now?
Depending on the situation.
Or you're telling me you're not my daddy, so you have no say.
The best way to handle it is talk to your partner. How do you want us to handle this? If you agree, if both of them agree, both of them are going to sit down and the child will sit down. So that wouldn't happen.
But this would be my own policy. If when it comes to discipline, I'm not allowing whatever,
on your own? By yourself?
No, not like by myself. If it comes to discipline, like, okay, not like, I'm not talking about physical beating or anything. Just sit down and talk.
Yeah, definitely.
And, give my word of advice.
Yeah.
If I'm not allowed on that part, then there's nothing about that child that will concern me anymore. Regardless of his or her well-being, anything that concerns him or her, I'm out. Because you cannot choose where I'm going to call me, where I can't call me. You can't choose that. If it's going to be that you choose where I can be a dad, and where you're choosing me to be a dad is going to be something coming out of my pocket, then we rather let's stay separate.
I don't see it that way. I see it as both of you coming together, agreeing on what you're going to do. Both of you sitting down. This is what you did, and this is what the repercussion is. You have to deal with it. The child is going to say whatever they want to say. I don't care. But
I know
you can't on your own as the other guy coming in. And unfortunately, I'll say, first of all, if you don't have your own child, how do you know what daddy is supposed to do? That's my own thing. When you have your own child, look at the story. Okay, look
I
at
understand. That could be another thing.
Yeah,
fine.
so how are you
if
going
you
to
don't
be
have
my
your
dad?
own child, yeah. But at the same time, even if you don't have your own, right? That does not mean if you have the wisdom that you cannot come in and correct the child. But if you are picking
with the mother.
Anyway, let's move forward.
Like I said, it's tricky, but you can't do it by yourself. Because if you do it by yourself, the child will definitely say, "Are you my dad?" But when that child sees that this is coming from both of you,
yeah.
Pam.
So let me now say that okay, in this way, nothing wrong if you want to date again as a single mother. It's not a sin. It's not a taboo. You can date again, and just be sure that if you being a single mother is by, being blind in love, this time just be sure that you open your wide, make a right or, or how do they put it, like a wise decision this time around so that what happened before will not repeat itself.
And also an important thing is to involve the children. Once you know that, all right, this is what you're doing, involve the children. So the children have a feeling of that they are part of the decision or whatever, because that's also part of it. So if the kid feels left out in all these things that both of you are doing, then they're going to rebel. But if that child is part of the person rooting for you guys actually to be together because you guys have been friends, they see that, oh my goodness, you guys are together. If this person leaves, my mom will actually be sad. They understand that they won't want to interfere.
What if they actually want you to live in the first place? They don't. Do you think they care about how most of these kids don't care about their mother's feelings?
No,
it should be all about them.
Like if they are adults, some of them actually are like, you guys want
most of these guys going to be about me. They don't care. And that's why they want everything out of their stepdad pocket. Mm-hmm. They drain him. And when it comes to discipline, it's going to be like, you're not my daddy, so you have no say. And I'll be like, okay, no problem. I'm not your daddy. But next time you're coming to get some money, you better go and meet your daddy. Don't come to me. Go meet your daddy. You can't just be choosing where I'll be relevant in your life. You can't be doing that. Yeah, and I've seen that a lot, probably in the movie and all these things. You can't choose.
Yeah, you can't
pick and choose. Yeah. So, what's going to be your conclusion? Do you have any message for single mother out there?
Any message for single mothers?
Yeah.
I mean, definitely.
Let's just wrap this up.
Yeah, we already talked about it. That you can definitely find love, but it's very important that you I think go back to God. Ask for wisdom about when to involve your child in another person, and don't be bringing in 3 months you brought Johnny, in another 3 months you say Johnny is not good, you bring Michael, in another 3 months you bring Michael, that one is not good. Then the child will be looking at you like you are not even serious. Exactly. Make sure it's someone that's very, very serious. You've been seeing, you are together. The child sees that there's kind of longevity, that you guys are friends before, I mean, they are the ones that will be saying, when is Uncle Tim coming home? When's Uncle Tim, going to marry you or whatever? And then they are involved. They know what's going on. So basically, just pray to God for wisdom on how to handle that situation, especially if you have kids. And depending on the kid's age, use wisdom on how to involve them, basically.
From our perspective, what I'm going to say is that my conclusion on this advice is that first thing, I want some guys out there that are thinking all single mothers are doing so for our benefit. I want them to take that perspective that not all single mothers out there are doing it by choice. Some are by circumstances that, unforeseen situations, things happen and they get caught up in whatever that is going on. So not all single mothers depend on government. We have a lot of single mothers that are killing it in their business. Mm-hmm. They are making, good income. They never depend on government. So I really want to give kudos to those single mothers that are killing it. You know why? Even for both partner to be together to raise a child is really difficult. Now that you are doing it all by yourself, it's a very big task. And I really want to indulge them to not give up, But another thing I want to say is that if you find yourself in the situation of being a single mother, I want to say that before you go into another relationship, be sure you are grounded in God's word. Let God be the foundation of the new one you're going into. If you still if your child is still little, that will be the time for you to get another man when they are still little. Do not wait when they are grown up that they can be rebellious against that man. So be sure you waste no time. By not wasting time also, be sure that you are vigilant, that you don't bring a rogue into your house that will mess you up, molest your child. Probably if they are female, you just want to be careful that you are not bringing in another child as a husband into your house, please. Or you are not marrying it to another house, nurture another man. So just be careful out there. There's nothing wrong. When it is time for you, it is time for you. Just be sure you do your due diligence. And God willing, He will send a man that will love you again your way. And that will be my peace for you this day. So don't forget to check out our next episode that we're going to be discussing. And if you like this program, try and watch some of our video again. Probably you may benefit from it. If you're yet to subscribe, I will encourage you to subscribe and be part of this channel. If you need anything that you actually want to discuss, you can leave it in the comment below, or send us a message. We will read it and we will reply you. Probably if you want to be part of this program, let us know. We will bring you in. All right? Until next time, guys, this is Escape Attitude. Stay blessed. Remain blessed. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.